Hey everyone, it's raining outside. Um, just want to speak to y'all again. You know, where's the rain coming from? Ask yourself that question. Is the rain coming from space? Is the rain coming from the clouds? Nope. Where's the rain coming from? What is blue that's in the sky? Think about it. Just because it's clouds don't mean that it's coming from clouds. Just think about that. It's not coming from the clouds. It's coming from the dome itself. The dome is made of solid water. You know, a rain like this type of rain is okay. The rain was not supposed to be all rough, thunderstorming and all that. That's all man-made. It's supposed to rain lightly, like this. It's supposed to be a peaceful type rain. When it's all deadly and everything, tornadoes and all that, that's not coming from the Most High. That's coming from man. Everything that goes on this earth is not coming from the Most High. It's coming from man. Destroying things. Why would God destroy things? Why would God destroy His creation? It doesn't make any sense when you people say that all this is going on is happening for a reason. It's not happening for no reason. It's happening because man is doing it. That's why it's happening. All these dead fishes and everything. Why would God kill His own creations? Why would God kill His earth? It doesn't make any sense. It's Satan or man doing this to us. This is how they get their energy when they kill people. They get their energy from it. They do, these wars, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis to kill people. Multiple amounts of people. They do this to make it seem like it's Mother Nature, but it's actually them doing it so they can kill multiple people at once, thousands of people, because they can't just do it themselves. They can't just go and just shoot people up. They can, but it'll be too obvious. So they use weather to kill people, because that's the only thing that people would think is just Mother Nature doing it, or it's the Creator doing it out of love or something, which makes no sense. The Creator loves you, but He's killing you with nature. That don't make any sense, people. Just wake up. Is man controlling the weather? They've been controlling it for thousands of years, killing people purposely. God is not going to kill you. He does not kill people. And that's what people don't understand. He does not kill anyone. Why would He create you just to kill you? It doesn't make any sense. And then bring you back on top of that? No. Like I said before, you're all fallen angels. You fell with Satan. Some angels on the outside came here to try to awaken you. I'm one of them. But when we got corrupted, we were also brought back here as well, until we realized who we were too. And then once we awakened, we spread our message as far as who you are and what you live on. But we had to get to know who we are first in order to help you guys out, like I said before. But I volunteered to come here. On top of that, knowing the consequences, I knew. At first I didn't understand why I volunteered to come here, but now I know the reason. Just as God loves you all, I love you as well. And I wanted to help you, so I came here, knowing the consequences. Because I knew that this was temporary. This is not everlasting. This is only temporary. I knew that when I was in heaven. I knew it. Because heaven is everlasting. It's forever. This is only temporary. for me to come here to try to awaken you all, knowing that I would get corrupted, knowing that I would come back here multiple times. I knew the consequences, but I still came here because that's how much I love you all. A lot of angels have done this. They've been corrupted as well. They still come back here too. And some of them are still here, just like I'm still here. If we didn't love you, we never came here, and you would never see us spreading messages like this. You would just see lies everywhere. You would not see not one person coming out telling you the truth, if that were the case. As I said, excuse me, as I said before, you all live in heaven. You're on it. You walk on it every day. It's just been corrupted and it's been domed. It's been covered up. Only this part of heaven has been covered, and this is only like 1%, not even 1%, because heaven is endless. So this is only a small salt portion of heaven. That's why Satan is going crazy, because he knows this is nothing compared to where he came from. He tried to be greedy and he wanted to take over heaven, the entire heaven. So he got his wish, and he got only a small portion of it. But he can never escape here. He's here forever. Just think about hell. When people say, when you go to hell, that Satan is trying to keep you there with him. Well, just think about this. You're all living in hell. When you die and sin, you come back to this earth. Just think about what I'm saying. Every time you come back, you're being fed of energy. Satan is bringing you back here every time you die. He put lies on this earth so y'all can believe his lies. So when you perish or when you die, you come back, because all you know is lies. So by all you knowing is lies, you're taking that lie with you in your spirit as well. And when you die, they'll bring you back to that light that you known was heaven on earth. When you was on earth, you knew that was so-called heaven, that when you saw the light when you died. That's all they talked about, right? When you go through the light, you're being reborn again in a hospital as a baby. That's the light that you were seeing. Just think about what I'm saying. That's the light you were seeing. They will use your loved ones to bring you back to through that light. This is why they don't teach you these things, because they want you to keep coming back to this earth. That's why they give you material things. They give you lies on television, social media, all this stuff. There's nothing but lies. Everything is a lie. NASA, all this stuff is lies. Space, all that stuff, just to bring you back and make you feel like you're nothing, and that God does not exist. That's why space and billions and trillions of galaxies and stuff, which make no sense whatsoever. On the outside of this earth is heaven itself. The light that's coming from the sun is heaven's light. That's what you're seeing. That's why the light from from the sun gives life. It gives all these trees life, this grass life, us life. That's what we're breathing. We're breathing in heaven itself every day. Just think about that. What gives life? Heaven. What gives life? Jesus. That's where he's from, right? He's light. And if he's light and everyone else in heaven is light, made of light, what makes you think what you're seeing in the sky is not coming from heaven itself? Light beings. Just think about that. It's so bright in heaven, all you see is light from the sun. The sun is light. That's why they worship the sun, because they know what the sun is. The sun is not a ball of fire. Why would they worship a ball of fire? It don't make any sense. Wake up, people. The sun is not a ball of fire. It's heaven itself on the outside of this dome. That's why they worship the sun, because they know what it is. They know what's on the outside of that sun, and it's heaven. They teach y'all that the sun is a ball of fire purposely, so y'all won't think anything of the sun, but just being a ball of fire. And that when you worship the sun, that is evil. It's not evil to worship the sun, but you don't have to worship the sun. You don't have to. You can pray to it, but you don't have to worship it. When you're praying to the sun, you're praying to the true God that's up there. And it's not up, it's actually around you. As in heaven is around you. But the Creator is that huge, bigger than this earth itself. I had a dream about that. Like I said, I posted on my page. I seen what I saw, and I drew a picture of it, and I showed you guys what I seen. Don't expect God to save you from this earth if you're not awakened yourself, if you still have sin in you. If you have bad thoughts and everything, that's sin. You cannot take that out of this dome. You cannot take that with you to heaven. That's why you all are still here. You will never be saved until you get them bad thoughts, negative things out of your head. The more you watch TV and all the stuff you're going through in your life, the more negative things you will have in your mind. And you cannot take that with you, because all you know is evil thoughts. That's all you know. Just think about what I'm saying. It makes sense. But you don't want to believe what I'm saying, because it makes sense. The truth hurts. That's why y'all believe lies over truth. What I'm telling you is the truth, but it hurts you, so you don't want to believe it. If I told you if I told you all lies, you believe it. If I were to say that space is real and everything, you believe what I said. But by me telling you the truth, that there is no space, and that what you're looking in the sky is just nothing but stars and water, you won't believe it. And that is a dome, you won't believe it. God is protecting his heaven over us, from us, because of corruption on his earth. From people, from his fallen angels that failed her with Satan, that followed him instead of being in heaven, which is ridiculous. I don't understand why would they fall with him, but it happened because he was a beautiful angel, and they was, I guess, blown away by his beautiness, and they followed him. Just think about what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying is true. Y'all just want to believe it because it's ridiculous to you. Because you were already brainwashed. That's the point of the government brainwashing you guys, putting all this in your face. So one day when somebody or people are starting to awaken and tell you the truth, you'll say they're crazy. When they are the main ones that's awakened, you're still asleep. And guess what? There's only so few, just like the Bible speaks of, that's going to be basically saved from this earth at the end. Only so few are going to be taken, and the rest is going to be left behind. Just think about what I'm saying. It's already hell on earth as it is. You're already going through hell on earth. So when we leave, it doesn't mean you're going to go through more super hell or whatever. It's just going to be the same thing happening. It's going to be the same cycle. As in, you going to work, going to school and everything. It's going to press on into the future where you're going to have flying cars and everything. That's why they show you all these movies. It's going to get there, because you're going to keep being reborn on this earth over and over and over again into this system. The more they keep happening, the more this stuff is going to go on. I'm telling you, this is the truth. The more you fall for this system, the more this is going to keep going on. It's not going to end. It's never going to end until everyone on this earth wake up. The ones that's going to be saved is the ones that's awakening. They're going to be saved eventually. It's going to happen. Either in death, or it could happen another way. They could just vanish from the earth. It could happen. It's possible. It is possible. When they talk about the rapture, I guess is what you want to call it. But it's not going to happen in the way it's explained. But it's going to happen eventually. You all need to wake up. The more you're sleeping, the more you're just watching TV every day, doing the same stuff, going to work and going to school, thinking that stuff is normal, following their rules, as in what I just said, going to work and going to school, not trying to free yourself, get to know who you are. The more you're going to keep being reborn. And you're going to forget. Every time you come here, you're going to always forget everything that you lived on this earth. And you're going to start over again, a new life, but it's going to be the same life that you lived before. It's just new technology has been introduced. So it's going to be new to you because it's new technology, but it's the same earth, the same place you've been on for thousands of years. There ain't another dimension or whatever. You're in the same dimension, but just different technology. That's it. That's all it is. Just think about what I'm saying. The people that died in World War II, they all been reborn. They came to a new earth that was new to them with technology that's beyond what they've ever seen. Then after they die, if you die again in sin, you're going to come back to new technology and you're going to think it's going to be real close to heaven on earth sometime. You might feel that way because of the technology that you're going to have in the future. But it's not. It's still the same earth that you're being reborn in over and over again with new technology they bringing out slowly to you purposely. Just think about it. Wake up. I love you guys. Just think about what I'm saying. You all feel that what I'm saying is true. You know it's true. Just wake up. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. When you see things, when you open your eyes and you awaken, you see things differently on this earth. I'm telling you, because I see things differently, and that's why I feel the way I feel. I don't look at things the way that you guys look at it anymore. I don't look up at the sky and look at space anymore. I look at a dome with water. That's what I look at. I look at the sun being heaven itself on the outside, and that light from the sun is heaven itself. That's what I look at. I don't look at a ball of fire. The stars and the moon, I don't look at them as planets and stars and everything. I look at them as lights from heaven itself. It's just little small holes in a dome. When I look at the moon, I don't look at the moon as a solid planet that you can land on. I look at it as light that the Bible speaks of. It's just light. That's it. Now, the sun could be something else. It could be a spaceship. Who knows? But it's just light. It's not a planet. It's not something that satellites the earth. If that were the case, I've seen the moon for 3 or 4 days straight in the same spot. How is that possible? How is that possible? People, wake up. I've seen it for 3 days straight, 4 days straight in the same spot. How is that possible? It has to be some type of an object. What you call objects. It could be just blending in to pretend to be a moon, but it's not a moon. It could be something else. Like I said, wake up. But I love you all. You all take care. Wake up. Stop letting this government and NASA and all of them deceive you and fool you. Why do you think you see grass, trees, and all this stuff here? It used to be part of heaven. Heaven is nothing but grass and trees and life. This used to be part of heaven. You all take care.